Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Ruckus. My name is Sol. I got Tvshka. I got Josh with me. How you boys doing?
Yeah, doing good. I was just playing my shaker.
We're good until we get on with the show, and then I'm going to get more depressed as we go along. But that's beside the point. We're not here for me. We're here for the rest of the show.
Are you having fun there on the bottom?
Unfortunately. It's not my choice, but I accept the consequences of my actions, which is picking teams that I didn't know weren't good.
Yeah.
Picking teams that are based off of one of your favorite drinks.
That and Thierry Henry.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, today we are talking about the quarterfinals of the MLS here on Bracket Bitches, and we got some fun for you in this episode. Let's get straight to the breakdowns of these games. Can you show us, Tvshka?
Yeah. I got a video for y'all. This is real football.
What is this? Wrong football.
Go!
No, that's totally Zay Flowers scoring a goal against Odell Beckham Jr. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. That's two more players that I know that also, other than players that compete in the MLS. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think we were trying to show the Orlando City versus Columbus Crew.
My bad. Yeah.
Well,
there we go. I'll get to being real.
Excellent defending by Araujo. Good win back by.
And as we notice here, that little red box, Orlando is down to 10 men.
It's off the goalkeeper, it's in! Christian Ramirez with the instant impact off the bench, and the Crew lead.
Yeah.
I always love when the audience actually gets picked up on the mic there.
Yeah. What a way to introduce yourself to the game. We talk about the role of super subs. Christian Ramirez just into the game. And straight away, that might have been his first
notice right there.
It's the Columbus Crew
93 minutes on the clock. That means that they went a full 90 minutes without scoring.
22-year-olds.
Yeah.
Cesar Araujo does so well from Orlando's standpoint. Watch how this play develops. Number 5 in purple. He's going to make his way higher up the pitch and cut out this play. He's tracking the play, does well to shoulder the challenge there. But
why didn't he clear it?
Comes back into the play, and it's him who wins that challenge. And now Orlando's exposed. Christian Ramirez, good movement off the box.
Because Orlando City likes to
find them at the back post.
I mean, I don't know why he didn't clear it. That one guy made the move up for him to clear it to that, at least that other guy, and he just still just dicked around with it. That's dumb.
And we have an incredible save to look at in this game. Again, this is all after a full 90 minutes of play.
Let me turn the volume down a scotch. There we go. Let's get it.
99 minutes. That's a lot of extra.
Again, they have runners.
Yeah.
The ball played in behind. Real opportunity. What a save!
Yeah.
How does Schulte keep that one out?
Orlando City, you don't get to go forward.
I only had a red card.
I hate that my rivals wear my favorite color.
Center of your screen, Kyle Smith just
gold?
comes in
Purple.
Gold.
Purple.
Sleeping,
That's their secondary color.
I love gold.
But that guy did a straight up split.
Yeah.
Really good from
Yeah.
Orlando.
Good. Awesome stuff.
Very flexible.
I wonder how his jump felt after that.
What a save! How does Schulte
Like,
keep that one out?
Benaki, come on.
And then we somehow get a second goal. Again, in extra time, in stoppage time. 90 minutes have already been played. No goals. We get another goal here by Cucho Hernandez.
Delivers that one in for Halsen. Instead it's Shaberko. And now there's a lot of space. And
See there, 117 minutes.
No.
From the halfway line.
Yeah.
And Cucho knows where that was going. Right down
He already took off his shirt.
back of the net. The Columbus Crew are off to the conference final.
So they're very safe with that second goal there.
Yeah.
Like,
because they score from midfield.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
One of the goal scorers, he really should have been somewhere else other than this game. That's the next clip.
No, that's the problem. I'm like, yeah, that sounds good.
I'm just here for moral support.
Right. We'll keep supporting me morally, bud. I'm too busy trying to drink than to produce.
Get me home to my wife. We can have our kid. My wife's in labor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Incredible.
What would you do in that situation? Your wife's in labor, but you have a game to play. Where are you going to be?
I mean, you got to go to the game. I mean, especially the playoffs and such. I mean, I know that's happened with the NFL as well. But, yeah, I would definitely be having a driver waiting. And as soon as that match is done, hug everybody and get to the hospital. Be FaceTiming the whole time on the way over.
Yeah, but she's always going to bring it up every single time of your life when she needs something on you. I'm just going to, she's like, well, you weren't there when I was in labor, forcing our child out of my body.
Yeah.
And think about this too.
Winning matches to get you stuff.
Think about this too. This game was in Orlando. His wife was probably back home in Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's probably a second kid. True, Davis. It's probably a second kid.
Well, let's go to our next game here. This is FC Cincinnati versus Philadelphia Union. But first, we got a special guest, U.S. Women's National Team player, Rose Lavelle.
That's right.
Whose hometown is Cincinnati.
Yeah, Excalibur!
I liked her before, but now I'm suspect.
Why? Because she wears a jacket, or what?
No.
Because she's from Cincinnati?
She likes Cincinnati.
Your nemesis.
Nemesis. Don't ask me to name a player on the team. I just know they suck.
Well, we did have a goal here in this game, and again, it happened in stoppage time. 90 minutes. 90 minutes, no goals. This is 94th minute goal by Yersin Mosquera.
Yeah, say that 10
times. Now you know a name. Josh, can you say that name 3 times fast?
Mascara?
Nope.
The woman's makeup product?
Yeah. All right, here we go. We'll get it going.
Elfoth wants to roll that back just several yards on the restart now. Across.
So you're good. Wow. Boom.
He was off.
Josh hatred for FC Cincinnati. He's just going to say all their goals are offside.
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah, it was offsides. There was 4 players in front of him. Still offsides. Don't care.
Bunch of traitors. They could have signed with anyone, but they had to go with Cincinnati.
Trader Joe's.
And one of the players, Matt Miazga, Defender of the Year for MLS, he's serving a little bit of a suspension right now. So he's been sitting on the bench watching. But after the game, why was he so aggressive?
Yeah, we'll see. I love you. Get away from me. I love you. Get away from me.
Yeah, Justin, suspended. A 3-game suspension. So he is not playing again this year.
Such a shame.
Yep.
Dirty players play for a dirty city in a dirty town. I'm just going to keep doing it.
I mean, if you know why he got suspended, I mean, that's a pretty valid statement. I mean, not necessarily that he's dirty, but he
alleged.
doesn't know boundaries.
Alleged.
Oh, sorry, allegedly, with video proof, apparently.
The next game, we have Houston Dynamo versus Sporting Kansas City. And there was a goal in the 90 minutes of play. It was in the 39th minute by Franco Escobar. I'm sorry, Tvshka, that I'm making you show this.
This is bullshit. Yeah, this is bullshit. Again, I hate
Hector
orange.
Herrera delivers with the left foot. It's there!
I mean, Sporting
That
Kansas
was pretty
City,
nice. That was
It's
a
a
good
good
set.
header.
That was a good corner set play.
and assist there by Hector Herrera.
Yeah.
Hey, Sporting KC, you got to work on defending corners, really. It's been your downfall.
Getting goals, too.
Rises up, flicks this on
we had that problem for the first.
I mean, technically, KC is playing with house money at this point, so.
True.
Puts it on a platter.
There's no moral victories when you lose, but
What a header by us.
I like the morale that they generated.
Right.
Houston Dynamo going up in front of their fans.
I liked the morale too for a little bit until
1-0 lead at home.
He's not a big goal scorer, but he's a scorer.
Okay, that's enough of that bullshit. That's garbage.
Your KC team turned back into a pumpkin.
You took it out on the. He's not a big goal scorer, but he's a scorer in big moments.
I mean, look at it this way, Tvshka. We both don't like orange. Cincinnati's orange. Houston's orange. I don't know.
Yep. Oklahoma State, Texas, Denver Broncos, Bengals.
That's right, Tvshka. I don't care. I'll show you.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to show you a Longhorn on my shirt.
Did you go and murder somebody?
Davis is asking, have you all heard of anyone ever going into the ref's locker room?
No, not until little boy did. That's what he got suspended for, by the way, Josh.
Referees go into referees' locker room.
Yeah, he went to their locker room, confronted them, and allegedly, but there was video proof, and then he gets three game suspension. I feel like is a little bit light, but at the same time, it is playoff time, so it's a little more constantly. So I'll ask you this: do you think, and also whoever's watching, do you think the suspension would have been longer or more severe if it was during the regular season, as far as game wise?
I have no idea. I think they probably would have only still given 3 games, which I agree is not enough. But we've seen the MLS not be very good at handing out suspensions. We talked about this before, where we've had players who've said racial slurs and not get suspended at all in this league. So suspensions happen more like if you have a gambling problem or red card suspension or yellow card suspension, but you don't really see other suspensions. But maybe we'll see that more going in the future.
They'll actually probably put in the bylaws now. It's like if you go, because it's never happened before, so you really don't know what the most severe suspension is. Whereas like betting on games, I'm going to go back to an NFL standpoint. Betting on games is in the rule book. You do said thing, you get suspended for a set amount of time, even though they have every other domestic violence suit come out every other day. It feels like for NFL players, but then they only get suspended for so many times because they haven't. Because for one thing, they don't know the severity of the case and all that stuff. Whereas if you gamble, we see you gamble, therefore you get punished. If you said there's domestic violence and you find out it was a verbal dispute, but there still was would deem to be sexual violence based off of the state of law, that's where it kind of gets a little gray area. Even though you would think domestic violence would warrant more suspension than a gambling issue. It's kind of the same thing with here. It's
one's
like
a victimless crime.
Right.
Yeah, but also, I mean, kind of when you're with referring to the NFL or other American sports, you don't put hands on the ref.
No,
and especially for the NFL, I think it's probably pretty close to the same with the NBA. You don't even talk about the refs, like in the pressers, anything of that nature. You just don't say shit. You maybe on the field you can bark a little bit.
Coaches get fined a lot whenever they badmouth the refs.
Yeah, so that's where it's like there's a little bit of a precedent, but physically going into their domain, that's
like you said, it probably would have been a lot longer. Probably maybe. I mean, it probably would have been a 10. I don't know how long. How long is it?
I feel like maybe like a 5-game suspension if it was regular season or something.
And what's the regular season? How many games are in the regular season? So give or take 70.
Less.
I don't know. I'm going with NBA have 72 games, and then I'm just going to keep going down.
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to give you homework in the middle of this. You Google that as we go.
man, there goes my moral support. Now you give me stuff to do.
I got to produce, man. I would, but I'm busy.
Oh no,
I'm busy.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
And still being on this Houston Dynamo Sporting KC game, what a save this is.
Do we have to? We got to do this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Lofted back inside. Flicked on for Johnny Russell. First time cross is a good one. Shallowy! And a massive save from Clark, but it's still there. Lofted back.
Almost.
That's
almost.
Again.
34.
Nope.
34 games.
Yeah. I was like, it's under 40. And Davis asking, does him being homegrown create any bias?
No, because unless the organization themselves suspended him, but it's more of a league suspension, right? So him being homegrown really doesn't mean anything because it's not going to lessen ticket sales because they're in the playoffs. So
I can see it being something of a more, and we've seen this right now. FC Cincinnati is kind of backing him up right now. I'm interested to see when all the full information comes out about what actually happened, if we even get that at all.
Of course, FC Cincinnati is going to back a dirty situation.
And Tvshka, I have a question for you. Was this a handball?
We'll see.
Blocked on the line by Tvychenko. Shallowy appealing for a handball, but the Dynamo.
That looked like his chest. Did that not hit his chest? What the fuck are we on about? This is not a handball. What? Where is that hands? No, they hit it right here. This is where it hit him. No, I'm gonna die on unless they have some other angle that they're not showing us.
So close. It's an elbow.
That's a fucking handball, you fucking shit. You fucking league fucking word mierda. What the fuck is that? Greatest league in the world. Greatest league in the world. Major league. We can't call shit for fuck. We don't know fuck for shit. All right, boys. Well, whatever. Let's just go to halftime. Pro referees. Package them up. Put them in the middle of a forest and just let them free and just make them survive. Have fun, pro referees. Good luck in the forest.
It's so good.
He's hilarious. Even though his reaction was like, that was on his chest. And then he sees it.
I watched this game, and at first I'm like, that's not a handball at all. That hit his chest, and the angle they showed us, and the VAR goes to the main ref, says checking for handball. Oh, it's not a handball. The main ref doesn't even go to check it himself. They don't say, hey, we need you to go check it on the side to watch. Because that's what VAR says. Oh, we'll make the decision, or hey, we want you to have eyes on this as well. So they call it not a handball, which handball is anything that's not from your shoulder down.
Yeah. And an elbow counts, motherfucker.
Yes. And watching from the first angle, you're like, that's not a handball. That's his chest.
Yeah.
You see the second angle, which they show after they made the decision. The broadcasters show the second angle, and you're like, that's a fucking handball.
Oh, we just got new footage. Here's a new angle because we didn't know we had 80 cameras covering this. Yeah.
And the other question with this is handball rules. If it does hit your arm, but your arm's in a natural position, which means it's like straight down on your sides, then it's not a handball. However, his hand, if you're making yourself bigger, then it is a handball. So that's the question. Is his hand in a natural position or not? There's some wiggle room there, but I would say that was probably a handball.
I just don't know where the position was of the referees at the time because that ball was moving quite fast, and I couldn't even tell where it was, at least on screen. Now, granted, this is a replay of a replay on another system, but I couldn't even tell it was a handball, and he couldn't even tell it was a handball. He thought it hit his chest because, I mean, Orange kind of his arm and the rest of his kit kind of blended in with everything until you saw the replay. So unless the referees were in the right position, they probably thought, based on the speed of the ball, that it was. That's just one of those weird ones that you can't, unless they come up with some weird review rule.
Yeah.
It looks like the referee is right there.
Out. Yeah, and it looks like his hand is out.
Hand is definitely out.
As soon as the referee probably comes into vision, the ball, I don't think he really caught exactly where the ball hit him.
Right, in live action, but there was a review.
Oh, there was?
Like, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. VAR reviewed it.
Yeah. And so from up top, they said, no, it's not a handball. And the field judge or the head referee didn't even go and look for himself and just accepted them at their word. I mean, it's just like with the NFL. Like, New York will tell them in their ear, hey, that's incomplete, that's this and that. And, a lot of times they're right, but there's also a lot of times that it's very sus.
And that's one thing
that's why they intentionally get it wrong.
And that's one thing that I don't like. The Premier League has kind of changed the way VAR, because we were one of the first leagues. There were several other leagues that did it as well, but we were one of the first leagues that implemented VAR. Mm-hmm. And before, the refs would always go and watch it every single time, no matter what. If there was a VAR check, they would go off to the side and watch it for themselves. But in England, the refs kind of instituted where we're just going to listen to the people up top and not go look at it ourselves. Really? So everyone,
I'm not fun with them.
With Kavincho, if you're watching, we love you here. If you're watching us, go check out Kavincho on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch. He is amazing.
Oh yeah, he's one of the best.
One of the best. Sure.
Around.
True.
And the only thing that's going to get him down is a handball.
Right.
That he didn't see initially.
That's why you review. Oh my God, John.
Yes. True.
Jesus. I was with you in hating Cincinnati. Like, why are you fighting this now, bro? Come on now.
But with that, if we just had them go every single time, because I don't think a ref is going to disagree with the VAR ref. If the VAR ref is telling you something's happening and you don't go look for it yourself, are you going to disagree with them? No, you're just going to take them as face value.
No, and they're literally hired to make the right call through VAR. It's kind of like in tennis matches where they show that. I don't know how they have that technology to know that it's out, but as soon as they show the technology and it's like, it's out, it's like, okay, they just took the computer at word value and they're not actually going to look at the replay itself. But the technology works, which is so.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times they have trackers that are in the ball now.
Yeah.
So I'm like next gen stats, everything that they're doing with that. You have trackers and you have GPS or, basically just motion capture essentially. And so that's where, they're able to do a lot of cool stuff, live, even with the broadcast that they have on Amazon and everything of that nature. But still, I mean, you as a head umpire, referee, officiator, you make the call. Like you're paid to call that match as authentic and genuine and truthful as possible, even if you've got corporate entities talking in your ear.
Yeah.
That's just my 5 cents.
Well, let's go to this final game. Seattle Sounders, LAFC. LAFC went to Seattle and won 1-0, as Tshka calls them, the Hollywood Elite. Let's watch this goal by Denny Bawanga.
Rui Diaz come next season.
Who's the Golden Boot winner this year.
By Oliveira, here is Bawanga, finally into space. Bawanga is forward! Oh, Denny Bawanga!
One thing I love about Denny Bawanga is no matter what, even if there's someone else open, he's not going to make the pass. He is always going to score.
Right?
And it helps him a lot because he's the Golden Boot winner. And he gets a lot of goals. But that hurt him when Inter Miami went to LAFC. And he didn't make the pass. And then he messed up on the goal scoring. And we won. So thank you, Denny Bawanga.
Seattle Sounders.
He's also very attractive. I mean, just look at him.
Oh, I thought they were ending it. Forget they go to the replay.
It gives them life. And when you've got
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's got great hair. Just like anybody in Hollywood, they're super selfish and they shot themselves. They don't share. They have pie mentality and think that if somebody else is successful, it means they're a failure. But yeah, no, good shot.
They only go to parties for networking.
Pick the ball out of the back of the net. It's Denis Bouanga, LAFC.
Yeah, what can you do for me? me.
Oh, a guy from LA is good looking. Who knew?
Oh my God, bro! Breaking news.
Yeah.
Beautiful people live in LA.
Yeah. 1% SOBs. No, I don't know.
No, this next
motherfucking 1%.
These next three videos we're gonna watch. Crepeau, who is French Canadian, last year when LAFC won against Philadelphia Union, he came out and got a red card and broke his freaking leg to save LAFC from Philadelphia Union not scoring in that moment. And then they were able to go. We had Gareth Bell able to hit the third goal. They were able to go to penalties. They were able to win. If it wasn't for Crepeau freaking breaking his leg, fouling the shit out of a Philadelphia Union person. So here's Crepeau again, saving LAFC's ass. These three incredible saves. Roll the tape, Tvshka.
Let's go.
Leo 2. Josh Atencio, the youngster on his left. Maxime Crepeau, a big save in the second minute of the match. Leo 2.
That was a foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a typical foul.
A big save.
That was actually a good.
That's to the next save.
So many saves.
All of the saves.
All the saves.
5 goals, 8 assists this year.
Standing on his head.
Different on the left. Morris in a foot race with Chiellini. Morris is in. Jordan Morris.
Oh.
Maxime Crepeau. What a save to keep it scoreless.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to come out and make the, the distance.
Jordan Morris now is a different 9. He's not going to play with his back to goal.
And Jordan Morris, he's a good MLS player.
I was a little curious to see.
Should he play for the U.S. men's national team? That's debatable. But in MLS,
based off of that sample, no.
And then the final save here from Crepeau.
Yeah.
For Palacios. Back to João Paulo. João Paulo on his left. Oh, just over.
He got a hand on it. Otherwise, that was going in the upper 90.
Absolutely gets a little bit of a touch on this.
That was a great save.
Was heading to the back of the net. A big-time save from Maxime Crepeau.
For Palacios.
So
that's shoestring.
Yeah. He saved LAFC's ass there. And
congratulations. Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you. I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
You know.
Just a finger.
And you can kind of see the rotation of the ball.
Yeah.
Like
it was going in the upper 90.
Yeah. It was. And kind of almost like wrap around his finger.
Yeah.
To kind of deflect. Yeah. That's an incredible save.
That 36-inch vertical.
Yeah. You boys ready to go into our brackets?
Not really. Well, I guess I'll be here anyway.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Now let's do it.
We're starting off with Tvshka Western Conference predictions.
Let's go.
Talk about it.
Look at that. How did you know that red and X's were my favorite?
I just knew.
Yeah.
So you're sporting Kansas City, buddy.
I know. And it was a long shot, but at the same time, man, you've got to go for your team sometimes. And swung for the fences. It was a good run. I mean, still exciting as hell coming out of, the qualifier match and knocking off the number 1 seed and getting in there. But the Houston Cheaters, Dynamo, they end up just capping us a little bit. And yeah, Seattle just couldn't get it done. I mean, because obviously, had Vancouver wrong, and the Hollywood Elite came into it and beat the grunge Seattle team that is. And you win some, lose some, or you lose most of them.
Yeah. Talking about losing most of them, Josh.
I got a green check mark. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Josh, talk to me.
I got a green check mark. We're not going to go to the next slide, but we got a green check mark on this one. Actually, I got a green check mark on the other one. But, it took the Hollywood Elite to fix the game and roid up their goalkeeper, obviously. So I want a piss test, basically, at the end of this thing. I don't care how roided up you are. That second save, you can't. Hand-eye coordination. I don't care how many roids you take. You can't. It's not gonna, unless he was on Adderall, then that probably would have. So if he's roided up and on Adderall, I need the piss test.
They call them Adderoids.
Yeah, there you go, Adderoids. If he was on Adderoids, not Attaboys, because that's what he got at the end of the game was an Attaboy. Also a paycheck. But I want the LA, whatever they are. No, they're not the Galaxy.
LAFC.
LAFC. Yeah, okay, thank you.
LA Fuckers Club.
Yeah, LA Fuck Off Club. I want them. I want the goalkeeper tested for Adderoids.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, going on to mine, I got 2 green check marks there.
How dare you watch games and actually know what the hell's going on? Okay,
we can see that. Yeah.
I mean,
let's go LA. Go LA. Go LA.
No.
Are you cheering for the Hollywood Elites now?
I'm just cheering against anybody who's ahead of me right now. Even though statistically I have no shot.
No, Tvshka. What you have to do is you have to cheer for Houston, because therefore you say we lost to the champs, so obviously we would have won if we would have just gotten past Houston.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that.
I want to say again, and I said it last week, I wanted Sporting KC to win in my heart. But my bracket and my brain said Houston was going to beat them. And Houston did beat them.
This whole thing is bullshit, okay? Because you know how many March Madness brackets I've filled out in my life with my brain, and they've been way off, and then everyone's like, oh my God, that B is cute. And then they end up winning the whole damn thing. That should have been me this year. I should have won based off of Red Bull, okay? But no, they had to do what they're supposed to do and perform correctly.
And with LAFC and Seattle, I mean, obviously I picked FC Dallas, and that one really was like a crapshoot. I was like, I don't know who's going to win, Seattle, FC Dallas. And so this had no factor in it, but looking at LAFC versus Seattle, even though Seattle was the number 2 seed, LAFC was the number 3 seed. LAFC won last year, and they've beaten Seattle most of the time whenever they've played Seattle. So I was going off of that knowledge, I guess, even though I didn't pick Seattle originally, but there you have it.
I do like it that the fact that FC Dallas is literally the Houston Texans, like colors and all.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's so weird how MLS and like the other cities and stuff, and how their colors are just all just mixed matched. All around
right, but red, white, blue with 1 star is
literally
it's
the
state flag.
It's still I'm aware. I just always think it's hilarious that Houston you would think would be correlated with the Houston Texans, even though they were founded in '96, and I think Houston was around 2001.
Houston Dynamo was
took after the Astros with their
they were
team.
Exactly
in cheating ways,
allegedly. By Tvshka and Josh, not by anyone else.
In a federal Supreme Court.
The Houston Astros? I mean,
no, not Astros. Dynamo.
Oh, yeah, no, they cheated.
Birds of a flock of feather.
All orange teams cheat, and they're dirty, and they go to referees' locker rooms.
Tvshka's just trying to stall, even though he shouldn't, because he did pretty good on the Eastern Conference predictions. We're going to have the Hell is Real derby. How you feeling about that, Tvshka?
I would feel a lot better if you didn't pick Cincinnati as well, because then I would have a fighting chance, but I don't. Yeah, no. I mean, I love it. My sister moved to Columbus this year, and they're playing pretty good. I mean, just as good as football as anybody else is in the tournament, which worries me because now I just wonder if Cincinnati is going to make it past them. But yeah, no. I'm excited to see the Ohio Championship essentially play out.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, other than the teabaggers down there not making it out there, yeah, I'm all right. I feel good about it.
And
I got 2 green check marks, Josh. What'd you get?
And even though you were correct about Orlando City, and that's my name for them, I still have not forgiven you for picking them. At least Josh had loyalty and picked Nashville. Josh, how you feeling here?
You feeling loyal?
I feel like you all are Benedict Arnolds who just cheer for or turn coats and cheer for the favorites instead of going for your heart.
You picked Philadelphia, you Benedict Arnold.
Right, Philly.
You didn't even pick Boston.
I picked New York. They were part of the whole fight. Okay, right?
Of 2 Bulls.
Yeah, that's okay. I was trying to make. You get what I'm saying here? Is that Cincinnati is a bunch of assholes. Okay.
They are.
And they're really good. And they're not supposed to be.
How do you feel about Ohio having 2 teams and Louisville not having a team of the MLS?
That's why I don't like Cincinnati, because it should be Louisville over Cincinnati, and because Columbus has been there since the beginning, since the founding of the MLS.
1996.
Yeah, I got that part. It's under logo, but yes. But yeah, ever since the founding of the MLS, the Columbus crew has been there. So already established. Ohio, you've got one. Kentucky doesn't have one, and they've been putting a lot of money into it. And guess what? Cincinnati got one, probably because they have a bunch of other sports teams. Let us have one. Let us have one major league team. Right?
I mean, you got an NWSL team.
I mean, yeah. We've won the USL a few times, but it's time for us to. We invested in a really nice stadium, just as good as Cincinnati's. Therefore, we don't pump that much money, and then they go, "Oh, we're going to go with these orange effers."
Tell us how you really feel, Josh.
Yeah.
I want to recount on the vote, and also apparently Kentucky's politicians suck because they didn't make this happen.
Yeah, but kind of to that though, to the count, if you look at the population, like Cincinnati and Columbus should not have fucking professional teams, but they're just the mecca for Sports Hall of Fame and. For some reason, sports. But I mean, Oklahoma City is bigger than Cincinnati and Columbus itself, and Cleveland. And all we have is a shitty farm team for an NBA team. So,
not a farm team. At least you had Kevin Durant and Harden and.
I mean, that team should still be in Seattle. Low-key.
Yeah, who do we have now? Name one person.
Josh Giddey, but he might not be in the league anymore.
We may not have him much longer.
No, Shea Gilderson there. Oh no, the tall kid from Gonzaga. You got him, Holmgren.
Yeah,
Chad Holmgren.
Wow. I mean, I saw one that said it was it had a jersey and it said under the 18.
Yeah. Just so you know, Josh Giddey is an Australian player that's really good for the Oklahoma City, and he's kind of flames because I think he slept with like a 15-year-old. That's what I'm referring to.
Statutory.
But
yeah. Anyways, football.
Going back to this, because all the Cincinnati players, you're going to get everyone from Covington and on the Kentucky side. Anytime I've gone to Cincinnati, I've stayed in the hotels on the Kentucky side. So you get some Kentucky representation in their fan base.
Yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, like, NKU is right there at the border. Newport Aquarium, shout out. It's right there. City of Newport's pretty nice. Right there next to the border of Kentucky and Cincinnati. I've ran across that bridge to get to the Cincinnati Reds game many a times. Right there, I am a Reds fan.
I've done the dumb thing of having 1 foot in Kentucky and 1 foot in Ohio on that bridge.
Yeah,
I'm in 2 states at the same time.
Yeah, we've all done that. And
catch me now, coppers.
Right, but the only thing Cincinnati has going for it is Joe Burrow. The Reds, even
do they have that going for them?
Joe Burrow right now, not right at this moment, but they do have him. So that's something to look forward to. The Reds have De La Cruz, who's awesome. And then shout out, rest in peace, Jimmy Buffett would always go there every time he'd tour. He'd always go to Cincinnati. So those are the only three things that Cincinnati has. Because their college is terrible. What?
Rose Lavelle?
No, she's Benedict Arnold too. She should have shown up at that game. Okay.
Dude, that Jimmy Buffett stat, bro.
You didn't know that?
That's the LeBron stat of the day.
Let's go to.
Yeah, that's right. I know my Jimmy Buffett. Rest in peace, big dog.
I got 2
check
in marks here. Guys, I got my full 8 points.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
No, congratulations. I mean, you should win because you actually paid attention. You didn't just get text messages and be like, "Which team do you like?" I'm like, that one. That would have really been embarrassing for the person who's watched pretty much all 34 of the games, and then you still lost to a person who's like, "Oh, that one." Yeah.
I'm gonna. MLS stupidly this year has all of the games at the same time, pretty much. So all I've watched is Inter Miami pretty much this year until the playoffs, and then I've watched Sporting KC with Kevincho. So those are the 2 teams that I've really seen this year.
One has the GOAT, one has apparently the GOAT of MLS commentary. So that makes sense.
And going on to our league scores here. Who's at the top there, Tvshka? Who's at the top? You were there last week.
Some Mark-ass trick named Soul. Yeah. Nah, the queen. The queen. I mean, who deserves to be up there?
So, Josh, if you'll do the honors of reading the scores for our league.
Sure. I have 10. Oh, I'm supposed to keep going. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Justin has 2. Giff has 4. Jason has 6. I have 10. Darren has 11. Tvshka has 12. And Soul has a S15.
Good job. You did. You read well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You word good. You word good.
I did the thing.
Now, my favorite, even though this one looks pretty good, I really enjoy it. But I really enjoy this one even more because it makes me laugh. Tvshka, can you tell what the possible points next round we could get here?
But do we have to?
Yes.
All right. Well, Justin, Giff, Jason, Josh, nada. Myself, I can only get 3 points. Let's go Cincinnati. Darren, somehow, this motherfucker can still get 6 points. Probably because he has Cincinnati, I think, winning the whole thing, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, good job. And then, then you can get 6. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I hate this game.
And because Tvshka has the same team that I have, he could have caught up and we could have been tied, but if he chose someone else and he was correct and I was wrong. But that can't happen. If he gets the 3, I'm going to get those 3 points too. So your winners of this year's MLS bracket bitches, we're only in the quarterfinals. We're going is your girl here.
Oh, my bad. Wrong button.
I mean, we can have a little fantasy fuck around too.
No, Dallas is losing right now. We do not need to talk about football either.
Ooh. Yikes, yeah. No, so congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
Winner.
Congrats.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
No, well deserved. I mean, I know
whatever the Miss America song is.
Yeah, I fucked up. Next time I will. At least you have 2 points, Justin.
Yeah.
I didn't try. I just used my knowledge from 2002.
It doesn't help, but I definitely understand. Because if Soul wasn't bugging me, texting me while I was working, hey, what about this team? I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. And I'm just trying to think of like witty comments to go with who I'm picking.
If only I paid attention since like 2007, I would do
Thierry
well.
Henry does not play for the New York Red Bulls anymore.
Apparently. News to me 15 years later.
He currently does the commentary for the Champions League.
Dude was awesome, though. He was a goat.
Yes.
Hey, anytime you host the World Cup, you did something right, especially when you're the starting striker, center, mid, whatever you want to call them, depending on who you pick.
So, Josh, final thoughts.
Oh, it's fun. Just despite the devil still going on, we're it's okay. I have something to cheer for, which is the demise of Cincinnati. Going forward. So
it's so funny that he's a Cincinnati Reds fan.
I know.
Too.
I know. I used to be a Braves fan, but I went to so many Reds games and I learned about their players so much that I ended up you just ended up being converted because I really don't keep up with baseball a whole lot. But
who's a Benedict Arnold now?
I went from a red team to a red team. It's fine.
Crossed state lines, brother.
Hey, I went from a team who just won the World Series in the 90s and one that hasn't done anything since the 80s. Okay, so really and truly, I just like to self-inflict wounds at this point. I mean, not really a Benedict Arnold. Benedict thought that he was switching to the right team because they were winning at the time. Whereas I switched to the team because I ended up investing a lot more money in them. So,
Tvshka, your final thoughts.
This game's bullshit. No, this was a lot of fun. It sucks that Sporting KC was basically kind of like the darlings of the Cinderella story and just didn't get the slipper. We fell.
I wanted it for you.
I know, right? Dude, I wanted it for the city. I know a lot of my friends are huge fans up there and are part of the drum group. They go to every match. They're tailgating their ass off. And I know that they had the ride of their life with this one. But hey, we still got the Chiefs. I mean, we still got some hope, as a budding sports town.
Sexy Johnny Russell.
Yeah, you've
got Taylor Swift. Basically, you kind of claim her at this point.
No, but it does sting still. I mean, I don't like losing, period. But honestly, I didn't think I was going to get second place or possibly second place. I didn't think it was going to last this long. Just kind of guessing. So I'm excited about that. But no, this was fun. I look forward to doing this for more sports tournaments. I know we've got.
I won't know shit there, and it'll be fun.
Right.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for the NFL tournament to start.
Yeah, right. For the playoffs.
Let's go Dolphins.
Playoffs.
Yeah.
Hey, so week 16, the Dolphins play the Cowboys.
That'll be a game.
Hey, Tvshka, if it makes you feel better, you're the winner of all the people that don't know anything about this league.
Right. Yes.
Damn Red Bulls in Cincinnati. Okay.
And Josh actually plays soccer, and you beat him.
I played soccer too, though. Yeah.
I played this year.
Oh, you played this year?
Yeah.
Which is a pickup game, or did you play a league?
No, it was a more or less a pickup tournament for charity.
A tournament? Okay, yeah, man.
Yeah,
dude.
So. And even though this isn't fantasy fuck around, I'll let you boys take care of this.
Yeah. He's good. Yeah, they're going off, man. I wish I would have picked somebody up the Seattle game.
It's literally if you have a Cowboy or a Seattle Seahawk right now, because it's a defensive struggle. CeeDee Lamb's already gone off. DK Metcalf's already gone off. Geno Smith's done a rushing touchdown. Dak Prescott's still playing well. So right now it's if you have other than Tyler Lockett, who hasn't really done much, but right now it's looking good for if you have an offensive player for the Dallas Cowboys or the Seattle Seahawks, which is kind of weird with how crappy how crappy the Dallas defense is playing right now. So.
There you go. Make sure you stick around for Fantasy Fuck Around every Monday night. Tvshka, you got any details for people who want to follow us?
Oh my God, yes, of course. If you want to follow us, for one that's stalking, it's illegal. So chill. No, follow us anything Ruckus EV. It's Ruckus Entertainment and Variety. Yeah, so all the socials, Ruckus EV. You can join the Ruckus at patreon.com/Ruckus EV. Or you can just help support us by going to streamlabs.com/Ruckus EV/tip. And just give us a donation. We're kind of building some of the studio out, as you can see. We still got to get some new chairs to help out with back support for our girl Soul as well as myself. We got to get some camera lighting equipment. But we want to also just want to engage with you all. So please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know how much Josh sucks at picking MLS playoff teams. And then also, just let us know what you kind of think about Sporting KC. Was that a handball? It definitely fucking was. So you don't even need to comment, but go ahead and comment. Let us know.
Why is Cincinnati FC the most corrupt team of all time in history of sports?
Yeah, and why is Houston full of cheaters? We don't know. But definitely, just engage with us. Let us know what you want to see with us. And if you too actually want to be on a show or actually start something yourself, give us a holler. We would love to just have a conversation with you, create some branding, and just develop a little bit of the production value for you. Because this is a channel for the people, by the people. And so everyone's accepted and welcome. And Soul, huge thanks for making us do this. It was great, actually. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. Really, we're doing this? Okay, great.
It's always been fun sitting here talking crap about Cincinnati, even though I really don't hate them. But it's just fun just to see how many insults I can come up with without people being like, well, he doesn't even know one of our players. I'm like, I know they suck. Okay, and you're cheaters. That's it. That's all I have.
Well, anyways, I'm Soul. That's Tvshka. That's Josh down there. We'll see you guys next time on Bracket Bitches.
Please.
Psych, we'll do the real one.